Hey everybody, Dark Matter Luigi here, and welcome to a little series of videos I'm going to make. It's definitely not going to go on for long at all. It's not even a Let's Play series at all. It's just going to be a video series where I'm going to show you my gaming collection, where pretty much all the video games I have, and I'm going to start off with probably the oldest system I have, the 64, and first off, real quick, let me show you. Yep, this is the TV that I use, and there's a laptop over there, and yeah, capture card's right over there if you can see it. And here's the 64. Oh yeah, has one game on it. Okay, yeah, the 64. I'm just gonna show you the games. I'm not really gonna show you the consoles. I just don't wanna do that and stuff. So I'm just gonna go right into the 64 games, and the first 64 games that I wanna talk about is Mario Kart 64. Mario Kart is one of the best 64 racing games out there. It's like really fun. I don't know, I wouldn't say it's like the best Mario Kart game in the series. I would sadly have to say that Mario Kart Wii is the best, just because of the awesome graphics and all the stuff you can do that you couldn't do in Mario Kart 64. But yeah, I definitely give this one a go. It's like you can like race with 4 people, well, 3 other people, and then including yourself, and then you can race with a bunch of different characters like Mario, Luigi, and Bowser, Wario, Peach, Toad, and all that stuff. And yeah, it's just a pretty cool game. I highly recommend it. Now the next game is called GoldenEye 007. It's rated T for teen, and yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It's like, you know, your first-person shooter games, even though I'm clearly not a big fan of first-person shooters at all. I don't play the whole Call of Duty, Halo games. The only first-person shooter games that I do play is that I have played Star Wars Battlefront. It's a really awesome game, but I don't have it right now. And I played some of this lot, and I don't know if I'll ever be playing it because yeah, T for teen, but I will. ET games eventually, but yeah, it's got multiplayer, and there actually is a movie of GoldenEye 007. It's pretty much based off of that, but some things are kind of different in this game than the movie. And obviously I haven't seen this movie, the GoldenEye 007 movie. I haven't seen like pretty much any James Bond movies, and I don't plan to for a long time because it's kind of bad, you know. So yeah, that's the game. And this next game I talk about is Banjo-Kazooie. The Banjo series is like pretty good. It's made by Rareware, and of course, obviously rated E for everyone, kinda. Because yeah, Banjo-Kazooie, it's a really good game, but I haven't beaten it before, and I would recommend it to anyone who's really good at platforming stuff, like really good at hard puzzles and all that, because of course I haven't beaten it. The farthest I've gone to where is this place called, like, I know I really don't want to spoil it, but I guess I'm going to anyways. This place called Clinker's Cavern. I'm pretty sure this might be the 3rd or 2nd world. But yeah, it's a really good game. I highly recommend it to anyone who's loves Rareware or any type of platforming fanatic or whatever. So yeah, this game doesn't have multiplayer, so that's one thing that sucks about it. And the next game is Road Rash. Man, I have not played this in years. This is pretty much kind of like a racing game, except you only like race with on motorcycles, and you can do lots of cool stuff with it. I can't really think of all the stuff you can do with it, but yeah, it's just really cool. I know you can play multiplayer, and it's obviously rated T for T, and yeah, it's a very good game. I recommend it, and obviously it says Rush 64 because it's a 64 game, so yeah, it's a pretty good game. So the next game, which is obviously everyone's favorite, a lot of people's favorite series, the Super Smash Brothers. Yay! I personally love the Super Smash Brothers series, and this is like one of the best old fighting style game series. Like, pretty much has almost everything in the all other two Super Smash Bros. Games. Yeah, it's very awesome. And oh yeah, one thing I forgot to mention is that eventually I will plan on doing gameplay videos of these 64 games. Maybe the one reason if that would prevent me from doing that is because for some reason I can only record like a little over 20-minute videos on my SD card. I should be able to record like 2 hours, but I don't know why it's not letting me record like over that. But and also the other reason, if the 64 games didn't work. So yeah, those are the reasons why if I wouldn't be able to do the gameplay videos. So yeah, again, Super Smash Bros. Brawl, of course. This is definitely on the Wii. Super Smash Bros. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that. Anyways, the next game is Wave Race. Yeah, it's a pretty fun game. It's like kids and adults, and I haven't played this in years, and it's basically where you race on water. Well, you don't really race, but you go through all these things, and I can't really remember, but it's a pretty awesome game. They recommend it if you're into like racing and all that riding stuff. And this one, 1080 snowboarding. Yeah, it's a pretty awesome game. It's also obviously a snowboarding game, and yeah, it's also multiplayer, but it's a pretty awesome game. This is actually one of the very few games that me and my dad actually like to play together. My dad really only plays like racing games, even though yeah, he's not really good at them, but that's the only games he wants to play. So yeah, again, 1080, it's really awesome, and if you're into snowboarding and all that stuff, I highly recommend checking it out. So yeah, next game is, I don't know how you pronounce that, Warzone. It's basically just a wrestling game. It's D14, and you can like customize your character and use your character to fight with other people in like wrestling matches, and it's really cool. And again, might be making a recording gameplay of it soon. So yeah, it's a pretty cool game actually. Highly recommend it again. Next game is a game on my favorite movie series of all time, Star Wars Rogue Squadron. This is a very awesome game considering I'm a pretty big fan of Star Wars. I really love Star Wars because yeah, I just really like the series, and it's very sad that I haven't really seen all the TV show series, even though I really want to. Yep, don't know why I'm doing that. It's like a pretty much flying game, and you like do missions and stuff. Again, it's a really awesome game. Highly recommend it. And the next game is really awesome. It's Donkey Kong 64. It's another rare game, which is pretty much just like Banjo-Kazooie, where it's all like controls and stuff, and graphics and music and kind of stuff. Yeah, if you don't know like the Donkey Kong Country series and like all the Donkey Kong games, it's pretty much a sequel to those games. It's really awesome. I highly recommend it. Again, if you're good at platforming. And again, I haven't beaten this game too, and the farthest I've gone to was this Frantic Factory place. I hate the arcade game, and that's pretty much what made me stop. So yeah, it's a really good game. Again, I highly recommend it. So next game is another racing game, Rush Extreme Racing. Yeah, San Francisco. Yeah, this is a pretty good racing game, and again, this is another one of those games that my that'd like to play with me, and it's a pretty awesome game. It's again another racing game, pretty much not that different from any other racing games. What's different on this racing game? It's pretty much the same thing. You race to the finish and try to get first place, and I'm pretty sure there are other racing games out there that are completely different, but that's not the point. So yeah, it's a pretty awesome game. Recommend it. It's, of course, this is the stack of so far. This is the other stack, and this next game is Star Fox 64. It's a very good game, and if you like the Star Fox series, it's pretty awesome. And I really suck at this, and I might actually plan on doing an LP series of this, well, a Let's Play of this, because, yeah, unless if I'm too horrible at it, I'll just make a gameplay video of it. It's pretty awesome. We just see a whole bunch of flying things. That's what Star Fox is. So, yeah, getting really awesome. Next game is another Star Wars game, which is Star Wars Episode 1 Racer. This one is really fun. It's again another racing game, and of course it goes through like all the racing courses, and one of the most famous like racing courses from Episode 1 in the movie series. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It has multiplayer again, and I highly recommend it. It's really cool. So yeah, the next game is probably one of the most underrated series, and the most underrated. I'm pretty sure there's like very few people who have LP'd this game, which is Army Men Sarge's Heroes. It's a very good game. It's like a whole army thing where you're like toys and you like do a bunch of stuff that's a army thing, and it's very awesome. There's like another sequel to this, and it's really cool. I might LP it if I can actually beat the game, which I apparently haven't really done that before because I'm horrible at it. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, that's the game. And again, Army Men Sarge's Heroes 2, a little bit better, but the graphics, well, the controls are obviously a little bit more wonky than the Army Men Sarge's Heroes. Again, I probably will do some gameplay videos of it, so yeah, that's the game, and the company is 3DO or something like that. I don't know. It's a really awesome game. So the next game is Battletanks Global Assault. It's another one of those underrated games and underrated LP games. It's a very good like tank game where you like blow stuff up while you're in tanks, and you can do some pretty cool multiplayer stuff with it. It's very awesome. Yeah, I highly recommend it. And the next game is Lego Racers. If you're a big fan of the Lego games and you like racing games, also this is a pretty good game. It's obviously into Lego, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I recommend it if you're, of course, a Lego fan and racing fan. So yeah, next game. I don't know why we have two copies of Lego Racers. I don't know if this one's like my brother's or if that one's my brother's or if this was just mine. I really don't know. I can't really remember why. Yeah, and the last game for the 64 collection, drumroll, it's probably one of my favorite 64 games out there. It's Super Mario 64. Wahoo! Yes, it's a very awesome game. I will be LPing it, and I was actually going to LP this. This is actually going to take the place of my Ocarina of Time LP, but since I think this, okay, Ocarina of Time and Ocarina of Time and Super Mario 64 are pretty much the most over LP games, and I think Super Mario 64 has been LP'd more than Ocarina of Time, which is probably why I did Ocarina of Time than this. And yeah, it's just a really awesome game. I highly recommend it if you're a big Mario fan like I am. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And again, I will be LPing it. And the reason why you don't see Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask is because I don't have the 64 version. I actually have the collector's edition, which is on GameCube, which, again, I will be reviewing them like when I do the GameCube collection. So yeah, this is pretty much my 64 games. Let's see, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. I have about 19 64 games. Yeah, that's a lot. So yeah, this is the first part of my video game collection, and I hope you enjoyed. If you want to check these games out, you should go get it. It's really, all these games are really cool. So yeah, this is going to be the first part of my video game collection series. So if you like this part, if you like this video, please subscribe. Be sure to comment and give a thumbs up. And if you have any questions about these games, comment them and I'll hopefully answer them and give you my best answer. And yeah, if you want updates on when videos are going to be posted, and if they're not, you'll check out my Twitter account in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time for more of my video game collection series. This is Dark Matter Luigi signing out. Peace.